Hi, we're at the Cook Dairy Farm just outside of Puamo. We're going to be talking to Tom about his involvement in the Michigan Milk Producers Association cover crop project. We're going to talk to Tom about his cropping system, a little bit about his farm, a little bit about the history, his farming philosophies. We'll go out in the field and take a look at the covers that he's using and see how he's fitting them into the system, see what benefits he's feeling he's getting from them, and how you might participate in this project as well. So let's go talk to Tom. We're standing in a real nice cover crop field as part of the Michigan Milk Producers Association cover crop project. And I want to ask Tom just a little bit about your farm, your farming history, maybe farming philosophy. So Tom, how long have you been at this?
I came back to the family farm 23 years ago last month. I'm a fourth generation dairy farmer. Took it over from my parents. We were milking 120 cows at the time and things were going great. I did that for a couple of years, confinement style, and then things kind of didn't go so good. I had an outbreak of Staph aureus mastitis, so I decided to switch my management protocol to something that my friends were doing over in St. John's, Howard Straub, and went to manage intensive grazing, and with that I went to a seasonal calving. And I just haven't looked back. I think the advantage was not having the older generation here dictating what I should do. It allowed me to think outside the box and do things outside the box. We've grown it over the last 22 years to over 300 cows milking, giving over 70 pounds of milk. They're getting 30% of their diet out on the pasture. The other 70% is TMR. So I still am required to do a lot of harvesting and growing of crops in addition to the grazing. And so I'm doing the corn silage and then I plant this. So yeah, it's just been a no-brainer for me for utilizing the soil to get more nutrients and get more forage to feed the livestock. Yeah. And as long as you treat the soil right, it'll treat you right. So. Yep.
So how long have you been using these covers for forages or the intercrop as you suggested? And also, how is it, are you increasing your forage yield per acre over your farm system?
Yeah, I've been doing this for over a decade. I'll plant a 95-day corn so I can get the silage off in a timely manner, and I'll go back in and plant triticale, or as you see this year I have triticale and peas. I've learned over the years I can add peas to it and usually get a higher yield in protein, just as good a tonnage. It costs a little bit more, but you're getting high quality feed.
What I see this is in the flag leaf, just about what we consider optimal time for harvest.
Yep.
What type of feed test would we'll see on this after you get it put up?
I can honestly say historically I've had at least 18% crude protein at this point, even without peas in there. The fact that I have peas growing quite well in there this spring, I would expect this to be over 20%.
Did you incorporate manure into this?
Yep, once the silage was off, we go to my manure pit of storage, over 1 million gallons, and stir it up and pump it out here with the manure tankers, put on 5,000 to 7,000 gallons the acre, incorporate it in, chisel plow it, fit it, and then seed it with what you see here, 125 pounds the acre of triticale and peas. It's 65% triticale and 35% peas.
So are you seeing any changes in your soil, in the productivity of your soil? How is it resilient? And as our weather patterns change, as our climate change, do you feel like because of your system that you're getting a benefit because of the changing weather patterns?
Yeah, I think it just holds the soil together given whatever Mother Nature throws at it. From the fall after harvest to the spring, if you have torrential downpours, if this didn't have a green crop growing on it, with just a little bit of slope, you would get a lot of erosion, and yeah, you just lose your nutrient base there on top. And with the nutrients that I didn't harvest on the bottom 3 inches, that's going to be readily available nutrients for the corn here in the coming weeks too. So I have seen nothing but added benefits. I mean, I do crop insurance, and you can't insure corn that's double crop, but I still do a yield check on it. And these cornfields do as good, if not better than my other fields, even though they've been double cropped.
You're doing something that, they say there's nothing is free. Well, the sunshine's free. you know, and you're taking and capturing this sunshine as many days of the year as you can.
Yep.
And by grabbing the photosynthesis with the plants growing, putting that carbon back into the ground, that's pretty sustainable practice. You know, that's something that we hope that everybody can capture that free input.
Yep.
So I got another question about what will you tell farmers, some of the farmers, the Michigan milk producer farmers that are considering participating in this project? What advice would you have for them, and are you available for them to call you?
Yeah. I'm a dairy farmer, and I sell a little bit of seed on the side through Best Forage, just because it's advantageous to me. And yeah, I've enjoyed doing it. And what would I tell them? I wouldn't hesitate. You don't even need to get a subsidy from MMPA. It's cost beneficial to do it even without the encouragement of your co-op. I mean, we all are milking more cows. We're all trying to squeeze the most out of our land base. This is just a no-brainer to do this and get more quality feed for your livestock.